Snooze! If you're into this, take a good look at me, buddy. Take a real good look, because you're looking into the future. I am a literal time traveler, coming to tell you how the fuck you're gonna look if you keep up this horrible habit. Snus, for those who don't know, it's pouches of tobacco that you put under your lip. The gums, taking all the nicotine, you get high, it feels great. I was on that wave for about, not even that long. I want to say maybe a year. That was my first stint living in Sweden, Sundsvall to be more specific. And I quickly discovered the local habit of snooze. Now, it has been brought to my attention that snooze has become insanely popular amongst young men. These days, as long as you're not smoking a cigarette, people seem to think it's better and is healthy and is safe. Wrong! Take a look, take a good look. They're gonna cut off 1/4 of your face with a saw. They're gonna amputate your jaw. You're gonna be eating through a straw. You're gonna be going on dates, food spilling out, looking like a baby of Freddy Krueger and Frankenstein. And guess what? Most of you motherfuckers, more than likely, will not have the mental fortitude to put up with me the way I do. So all that being said, I strongly advise you to lay off the snooze. I'm gonna lay it out right now. Tell you how snooze is single-handedly responsible for the way I look. So I get to Sweden. I'm 21. I'm getting lit, turned up. I hadn't even discovered weed back then. So I had never smoked weed, so I didn't really had any type of auxiliary to drinking. And I've always hated cigarettes. I think cigarettes are dumb and silly. And on top of that, my dad told me that he would kill me if he ever caught me smoking cigarettes. Good old 90s turning. And I say that unironically. I think we need to bring some of that back. Some of that tough love. So then, I'm in Sweden. I'm getting it in, going out. And one of my Swedish buddies introduces me to this concept of snooze. He's like, are you into nicotine, tobacco? I'm like, no, fuck no. He's like, well, this is awesome, especially when you're drinking. You just take a pouch, you put it under your lip, and you get high. Which is exactly what I ended up doing. I got heavy into the snooze. It went so well with a drink. And on top of that, you can do it anywhere. You don't have to go to a designated smoking area. You don't gotta go stand outside in the freezing cold. It was minus 28 in Sundsvall at the time. So yeah, pretty damn cold. So I was like, win-win. I used to double pump it. Put 2 snoozes up in there. Really get after it. And I was loving it, man. Now, what happened was, it's in your gums, and needless to say, those pouches get wet, right? And slowly but surely, the venom that is tobacco was seeping into my mouth, seeping into my gums. And now, in most cases, this should not be a huge issue. But that's where American dental care comes in. I know you guys got bad teeth. That's not a knock on you. Dentists are just way too expensive in the US. Unlike Europe, it costs an arm and a leg to go get a dental checkup. So a lot of you guys got fucked up teeth, fucked up gums. As did I, due to the negligence of my dentist, but that's a whole other story. My dentist did not deem it necessary to get rid of my wisdom teeth. So they started pushing up against each other subsequently creating a hole in my gums that then became, over time, a literal basin for the cancer juice that comes from a pouch of snus jammed up your gums. So slowly, that cavity, that little hole, just got filled up like a pit of death with black cancer juice coming from the mixture, the unison of saliva and a snooze pouch. And so it nested in there. And that turned into a so-called serrato cyst. And that serrato cyst then turned into a malign bone tumor. And that turned into this. So long story short, guys, and I'm going to try to thread this message before the tobacco mafia has me assassinated. Make no mistake about it, snooze is incredibly dangerous. Snooze is the direct and absolute reason for me looking the way I do today, for me having to bear and carry this cross. So if you're gonna take heed to a message, let it be this one. Get off the goddamn snooze. Get off of it. You're better off vaping. Vaping also sucks and it's lame, man. But you're better off vaping than getting on the snooze. And I know you hipsters think that it's cool to use snooze because it's kind of like you're like a sailorman. Trust me, I was there. I also thought it was cool. But it's the single biggest regret I have in life. And it pains me to see that it's making a comeback. And I consider it my holy duty to inform you guys of the dangers of the combination of poorly monitored gums, poorly monitored teeth. And guys, like, you're not able, like, it doesn't mean that your teeth look bad. My teeth looked amazing. I had a Colgate Smile. They weren't this long either. The only reason they're this long is because the bottom teeth are gone, and when your upper teeth don't have your bottom teeth to, like, basically clank onto every now and then, they just start growing like a rabbit because there's no longer a bottom limit, if that makes sense. And that's a true story. I'm not making that up. So I used to have the Colgate Smile. I looked like Ryan Gosling. And here we are today. So listen to this message from the future. Learn from my mistake. And get off the snooze today, before it's too late. You're 37, making YouTube videos about not taking snooze. That's all I had to say for today, man. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment. And once again, if you're into snooze, get off of that today. I'm not going to tell you again. Peace out.